Welcome back to Science Free. This is an introductory video about relations. For the next videos, we'll be covering all that you need to know about relations and functions in simple steps. A relation is a pairing of an input value with an output value. The input values are called the domain and the output values are called the range. For example, let us find the domain and range of a set of ordered pairs. If you have a pair of numbers, the number on the left will represents the domain and the number on the right is the range. We can represent the number on the left for the domain as x, since it is first, and we can label the number on the right as y for the range, since it's second. Let's find the domain now by writing all the input values. Let's move on to find the range, and that's all the values for y on the right. Notice there are two of the same values for y, which is -7, we only need to write it once. Let's find the domain and range of this table. The domain is the input values or the values that come first which represents x, so we go ahead and write them. Notice that there are two of the same numbers for the input, we only need to write it once. Finding the range now, we write all the y values from the table. We can find the domain and range of this graph. The first thing we need to do is to mark the x and y axis. Secondly, we need to mark the point where the shape ends on the axis. Next, we need to count the number of places from the center of the graph the shape ends at each axis. For the positive x-axis, if you count each box on the graph, the shape ends at 7. And for the negative x-axis, the shape ends at -6. At the negative y-axis, the shape ends at -4, and for the positive y-axis, the shape ends at 5. Remember the domain is just the x values, so we can write it as -6, 7. To represent the domain in interval notation, we write -6, 7 between square brackets to show that they are included. The range is all the y values, which are -4 and 5. We write them between square brackets because they are a part of the solution. To represent the range in interval notation, we write them between square brackets to show that they are included in the solution. If you are not quite sure about interval notation, a link will be provided in the description. Thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments section, or you could just send us an email through our email provided in the description. Hope to see you in our next video.